I got a question for you. How long are you going to let people live your life for you? I really want you to sit with that. I want you to like, come on, don't click off on the video. Like, I really want you to sit with the question that I am asking you and allow me to take you somewhere where I'm trying to take you. Just, just deal with me for a little bit, all right? Just be a little patient with me. I'm gonna ask a question again. How long are you going to let people live your life for you? And I know some people are gonna be like, I don't matter. I do what I want. Like, I'm comfortable in who I am. I'm this, I'm that, right? But the reality is that there are so many of us operating based on either societal standards, family, cultural, whatever we into, right? Whoever influence. A lot of external factors influence us, right? In the decisions that we make daily and the way that we behave, our environments, all of these things. So I ask you again, how long are you going to let people live your life for you? How long are you going to pretend to be strong, knowing that you need help, knowing that you might need a little assistance or a little support in certain things, but you pretend to be strong. You pretend to be this person that doesn't need nobody, right? So therefore, you die slowly. You go through this process of like, you don't know how to ask people, and you're also afraid that if you ask people, you're gonna look weak, or you're gonna be seen as somebody that's docile, fragile. But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with admitting that you need a little support from the village? We're supposed to be able to support each other. So this is why I'm asking, how long are you going to keep pretending, right? How long are you going to let other people live your life for you? Because the reason sometimes we don't ask certain questions is because we are afraid of what people might think. We are afraid of looking a certain way. So now we are making decisions that harm us and impact us in a certain way only because we care so much about what others going to think about us. Right? You have people that would, like, they could barely afford whatever they're doing. This is no shot at nobody, right? But you have people, right, who will move out on their own, who will struggle with bills, right? Struggle to make ends meet. Sometimes they gotta borrow. Sometimes they gotta do a little something strange for a piece of change. You got people, sometimes they gotta hustle. They gotta do whatever, right? They gotta do illegal things, right? You have people that will do that. And the only reason that they're doing that is to be able to say, I got my own thing. I got my own place. I got my own car. Right? So in society, they're deemed a certain way. It will be looked at a certain way. But deep down, them people stressing. High levels of cortisol. Stressing. Like, they life got them like this by the neck. I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm being real. I'm talking to you. You got people who will put themselves in debt, who will put themselves in crazy situations, only to be able to say, I got this, I got that. You got some people, they will buy an iPhone. They will buy whatever designer stuff. They'll put it on payment plans. They will owe money. They will go into debt, interest, whatever they need to do. Because they're pretending somebody else, society is living, whoever in society is living your life for you. So I keep asking this question. How long are you going to let other people live your life for you? There's some people here, how long you gonna pretend that you like that job you're doing? Or better yet, how long are you gonna keep going to work knowing you hate your job? Rather than making a plan like, you know what, I'm gonna be here temporary, I'm gonna save some money, I'm gonna work on my craft, I'm gonna get a different skill, because I really don't like this job and I'm trying to transition. Rather than going to work, just accumulating stress, right? Every time you go there, you're just in a bad mood, but you pretend. You don't show your bad mood, you pretend. And then what happens is you show your bad mood when you come home, right? You go to work, you pretend that everything's fine, you smile, you put on the mask, and then you come home and take out your anger on people. Or then you go home and you're in the streets being rude to people. Or then you go to the restaurant and you're being rude to people, right? It comes out of different ways because you know you can't do it at work. But it's affecting other things around you. So how long are you going to pretend? How long are you going to let other people live your life for you? How long are you going to make decisions just for the simple fact that, oh, my friend's going to call me soft. My friend's going to call me a punk. My friend's going to think this of me. Or my associates or society going to think I'm... Like, how long? How long are we going to keep putting ourselves in detrimental situations? Right? So I was just thinking about this, right? I was just, because, this is also a reflection of myself. That we oftentimes, we pretend to be strong. We pretend that sometimes we feel ugly, right? But we pretend to be the baddest chick. Knowing that, like, I don't really feel like that deep down. Why are we pretending? Like, what's wrong with saying, like, yo, I'm average? What's wrong with saying that? What's wrong with saying, like, yeah, I know I'm a little ugly? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with saying that? Dudes, too, like, you pretending to be tough. What's wrong with saying, I'm not a tough guy, homie? I'm a regular dude. What's wrong with saying that? Because, see, what happens is this. When you pretend to be somebody, you got to uphold that. When you pretend to have money, you got to act like you got money. Not that you have to, because the people that actually got money, they could care less. But again, that's what I'm saying, pretending. When you're acting, when you are this imposter playing a character, when you're this protagonist, and whoever's directing this movie, because it ain't you, right? You playing a character in somebody else's movie, and then you're the one that's stuck in the hamster wheel trying to perpetuate that character. So when you out here pretending that you got it like that, even though you don't, you go to bars, you get everybody drinks, knowing that you don't got it like that. You buy purses or designer shoes or clothes that you know you don't got like that and put it on installment plans. What they call that? They got Klarna. I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know you could put certain clothes on installment plans. And again, I'm not here trying to poop on nobody. I'm not trying to play nobody. I'm not here like I'm better than anybody. I'm not. I'm actually talking about some of the things that I'm reflecting on myself, that I be pretending to sometimes. I be pretending. So, and I notice other people that be pretending too. And like I was saying, when you pretend to be a tough guy, you got to prove people wrong, because people going to challenge you. People going to try you. Right? So now you know deep down you ain't tough. But now you're caught up, like, I got to show them. I got to prove to them that I am tough. So now you do something stupid that you know you're not really built for. And then a lot of times you end up telling. Or a lot of times you, whatever, right? The point is this. It all comes from pretending. So I'm trying to tell you, like, when are you going to reclaim your life? When are you going to do the things you like to do? Without caring about what society thinks. Without caring about what your friends think. Without caring about what your family think. When are you going to really take the courage to ask for help? To really be like, you know what? I need help. When are you going to take that courage? When are you going to be vulnerable enough to be like, you know what? I'm not this strong person that you think I am. Right? I do need assistance. I don't think I'm the cutest, and that's fine. I don't think I'm the most fit, and that's cool. And try to change the things that you can change, and the things that you can't change, be satisfied with them. But I want you to ask yourself that question. When are you going to start living for you? Let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section. Stay blessed. Peace.